applause. Let's welcome Pearl Annoh once again. Oh, you can do a better one. Don't be tired.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Apostle Bibi Frederick. Thank you, Wing Commander Sam Alote, retired. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And for the benefit of those who came in late, this is not corporate etiquette. Coming to events and meetings late, please, come to me. All right, so I said earlier that I am excited that finally I get to show this baby of mine to the world. When I sent some of the invitation, I said, "You're welcome to the launch of my new baby." People come in, "Are you having another baby?" I'm like, "No, hold on." But yes, this is my baby, and it is not just my baby, it is our baby, because I cannot do this alone. I am riding on the wings of vision, and vision requires people to work with, people who will be advocates for you and of your brand. And I believe that we all here are not just going to be advocates, but also beneficiaries of what Elevated Professional Consult offers. We just watched a short video of what we are, who we are, and I would want to take you through some of our offerings. We have a vision of becoming a distinguished leader when it comes to professional and organizational grooming, not just in Ghana, but in the world, starting from Africa, as Apostle Bibi Frederick has said. And our core values rest on responsiveness, service excellence, integrity, teamwork, and the most important one, professionalism. I have worked with some of you seated here. Marianne, why are you smiling? Why? So Marianne, I have worked with since 2014. Yes, when I was with Olam Biscuits. I have been her client. So I mentioned that sometimes we are clients, sometimes we are the agency, sometimes we are vendors. And Marianne will tell you, she has suffered. She has suffered. I have had the opportunity to start my career with these fine people seated in the middle, and I'm sure they've seen me grow. They've seen what we all started like and where we have come today. Elevated Professional Consults is not just something that helps individuals. It helps organizations. We know that some organizations prepare their teams for their next level. Wing Commander mentioned that he's interviewed MDs, he's interviewed people, executives, people in the C-suite. Sometimes organizations pick people internally, groom them for the next level. And so our offering is not just for individuals, but also organizations as well. We have in our list professional grooming. How do you present yourself? And I was so excited to hear Wing Commander mention it. You can't come for an interview in T-shirts. But sometimes we find that happening. And people will say, we're in a different era, we are in a na-na-na-na. But really, rules are rules. Basic etiquette require that you show up in the right way, okay? Of course, if you are interviewing in a manufacturing firm, I don't expect that you come suited, tie and all, three-piece suit and everything. But basic grooming, basic presentation requires that you come in an attire appropriate for where you're working. If you're going to interview in a bank, I don't expect you to go in smart casual. Oh no, that will not work for you. Dining etiquette is one thing that we offer. We all attended dinners, corporate dinners, business dinners, lunches, cocktails. How do we carry ourselves? How do we behave? Sometimes, I'll give an example that you need to sign off a deal. You need to close a deal. You've done everything. The last thing is to just meet the client for the signing. You go for dinner. You're engaging. Your food comes first. And then you start eating. You see. We are laughing, but these things happen. We might see, and then if after the dinner, the client gives an excuse and says, no, I'm not signing or something, what would you say? I did everything. We have people in business development here. This is your way of life. We have marketers. I have been a marketer, even though I didn't start off as a marketer. My training is totally different from where I am now, and I thank God for that. We have marketers here. We have people in business development. We have whichever. We have lawyers here. Wing Commander Alute is a lawyer as well. And we interact with people all the time. How do we carry ourselves in our speech? Email etiquette. I gave an example, and those of us who were here earlier heard. How do we introduce ourselves to clients, to people we want to do business with? How do we respond? Even time it takes to respond to emails, your tone in responding to emails. Simple things as receiving calls. Okay, how do you respond to people when you receive their calls? Okay, and these are some of the things. International business etiquette, I mentioned that and gave an example earlier. We have executive grooming, as Wing Commander Alute mentioned. And then also, we're not going to leave, we're talking about the global base, we're not going to leave the domestic ones because most of us are working in companies in Ghana. How do we conduct ourselves? Domestic corporate etiquette. Personal branding is very important. These days, we hear a lot of people talk about personal branding, the importance of personal branding. How do we brand ourselves? Do I need to lose my identity all in the name of branding? What do I need to do? We have tailor-made trainings and interactions for that as well. So interview and job readiness workshops, corporate image consulting. I mentioned earlier that we also work with organizations. And so how do we brand the whole organization? Even as we are branding individuals, people who are working there, how do we brand the organization? How do we position the organization to match its vision and with the direction that the organization is trying to move on? And then online professional etiquette. In this day of digital and social media abundance, how do you conduct yourself? And I was so happy when I heard Wing Commander mention it. Applying for jobs, they're looking at your social presence on a daily basis. LinkedIn, not just LinkedIn, Facebook. If you are having social media wars, social media banters, if you're trolling people, how do you expect that an organization will take you seriously and work with you? So these are some of the things we tackle at Elevated Professional Consult. And I'm just reiterating for the benefits of those who missed this topic earlier. Once again, I want to say a very big thank you. And I am so happy that for a long time, I finally get to birth this dream, this vision of mine. And I look forward to an engaging future. And just like Apostle B.B. Frederick said, pardon me, we'll meet a year from now to celebrate and say thank you to God for how far He's brought us. Thank you once again.